guess, the road that I've been on for this first season. And I would definitely say it's been a rocky one in terms of gameplay performance, but I feel like that's just kind of how that role is in general. Also, like, relatively, I'm new to League of Legends. I don't have that much, like, exact matchup experience. I have an understanding of how the game works and how my role works and how to synergize with my support. Also, big props to Cam, Dragon Master, dealing with me and me dealing with him for the season. Very thankful for him. But yeah, it's just gaining that experience and then making sure that I have enough lead up to then capitalize, make the correct plays, know when I need to be in places, know where I need to use my abilities and stuff like that. It's funny that we had this one prospect and everything was banking on him actually being there to play the role that he was agreeing to, and then he dropped last second. So again, big thanks to Cam for stepping in, being a homie, letting us compete, which was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a great time. We got into playoffs, which was awesome for our first time ever competing. I think there are definitely places where we can improve. Definitely me in the bot lane, just being like a factor in the games. Like, usually our strongest lanes are mid and top, where, I mean, bot lane is just kind of left to do its own thing. So I would like to change that. I would like to be the Faker, the Uzi, the double lift of our Marcel team. So just putting my nose to the grindstone, getting really good at what I do. Knowing the champs that I'm good with, I think, is one big thing, because I would just either pick comfort or pick that was really good but had a lot of, like, technicality to it. So knowing when to do one or the other.
Just context. I was literally the last minute pick. We had a guy try out for the support role, and then like 2 days, it wasn't even 2 days, it was like a day after, right? Like a day before we had to have a team. Yeah, a day before the roster was due, he dropped out. He was like, I can't make it. I was just sitting in there playing League. I'm good buddies with all the other varsity players, so I was just like, you know, I'll do it, why not? And like, what, 4 weeks later, here I am? I'm relatively new to League of Legends. I think I picked the game up maybe 6 months ago. And I started in the mid lane, which I don't play, I play support. So our first games were really the first time I'd ever like played the support role. So it was a little bit of a struggle. I had no comfort champ. I didn't really have a big champ pool. Thankfully, I didn't get banned out, so that's a plus. We made playoffs. Unfortunately, we did not stay in playoffs, but it's okay. Nothing too bad about that. For a team that we scrapped together at literally the last minute, I think it's pretty good.
It wasn't a bad thing. I kind of liked it, playing with the newer players, because I don't know, it was just fun. Yeah, just playing with like the guys finally to actually get to compete, because I practiced with them last year, and the whole time I was like, I really want to play League, I want to compete in League, and just finally getting able to do it was fun. I enjoyed it. But I think that in some areas we could like maybe try new things, like with our newer players, like maybe like trying to see if they can like find a role that like they're more comfortable in and that they enjoy more. Because I feel like if you're gonna compete, you have to have fun with what you're doing, because then that'll like give you more motivation to strive to get better. Like maybe like next season we'll like switch up the roles for each player. Like maybe I'll go back down to support, maybe Cam will go up to top lane. If ADC, maybe I might ADC and you might want to support, that type of thing. But just trying new things and getting out of our comfort zone, because I don't know, I feel like with the team, some people might have gotten shoehorned into like a role that they didn't particularly want to play, and that might have like brought down the morale in some scenarios. Like when we won, like we were like really happy and like we were riding that high for a good bit, but when we lost, we're like, this sucks. I don't want to play. I don't want to do this anymore. That type of thing. So I think like even in your losses, just finding the fun in it, and like still having fun, even when you do that. I think that's one thing we could do better.
Okay. For our first year, we did pretty good. For 2 new players, our first time competing for the entire school, I think we did pretty good going to playoffs. There was a lot of, I don't know, it was alright.
Alright.
It was alright. Okay. In playoffs, we were going in there kind of positive, a little bit too overconfident, I think. And then we got the first game. I'm pretty sure we won the first game. No?
First round we lost.
Okay. Well, we probably got pretty discouraged after that first loss. We tend to hold on to our losses when we really shouldn't. But other than that, it's pretty much just mental and lack of game knowledge. But we had 2 new players, which I wasn't really mad about. So I feel like they did really good. I feel like we all did really good for our first time competing as 5.
Hey guys, it's Tyler, the juggler for the league team here at Mars Hill.
You were here since the beginning of Mars Hill.
Alright, freshman year, Nick's my RA, who's the president of the club side of the esports program. He was just sitting out in the lobby. I walk in, he was like, "Hey, you play video games?" And I was like, "Of course." So he hands me a little brochure. It's got esports, and so we're having a meeting next Monday. So go to the meeting. We start having meetings every other week. Just getting stuff ready, getting roles like president, vice president, secretary, etc. And then they hire Sterling. Sterling comes in, great guy, awesome dude. Bad situation, just not the right time. Get the lounges set up. We got the blue lounge set up with all the PCs, and then he leaves summer break, comes back. Matt comes in, another unfortunate situation. By that time, we get the gold lounge put in, the glass panels and everything put up. Kind of getting our name out there. People joining the Discord, letting people on campus know that we're a thing. And then nothing really happens. Last year, kind of just rolled through, just hung out with everybody, practice league, just another regular school year. And then when you come, and you finally compete, first season. I mean, I've played competitively before, so it's not really, it's new to me in the sense that, I mean, leagues change, so it's not a big change, but it's different. So, but being able to play with people I actually know compared to people I met online, I mean, it's really different because you're actually able to talk to them and you have practice, so you're actually able to practice and get better as a team. There's more things to do as a team, whereas when you play online, it's kind of just, hey, we're playing today, and then you play. But I think the season went pretty well. I didn't think we did bad. Or as previous people have said, we have 2 new players. They just started learning the game. It's their first time ever playing competitively in league, so I'm not going to put that behind them. I think they did great. They were playing people 2 or 3 divisions higher than them, and they did fairly well. So I think being able to do as well as we did for having basically 3 new players aside from me and Naira, can't complain. So,
You all would ride your highs, but you all really took the lows low.
absolutely. Like I think when we won, we'd be like, oh yeah, let's carry that to next week. But if we lost, it would carry to that week, and maybe even the week after. Even if we won, we're like, oh yeah, we lost the week before though. Like, I think anything competitive, like I've played basketball my whole life. I think if you lose, you lose. It's over. Like, start fresh. I mean, it's not. You can't drag that behind you and let it hold you back when you know your potential can be better than that team or better than what you did play. So I think being able to put everything behind you and just say, hey, it's a new week. We're starting over. We're gonna win this weekend. I think that's the mindset a lot of people should be able to have. I don't think everyone can have that just because, I mean, it happens. Some people just get more, I wouldn't say mad or upset, more frustrated over a loss. But personally, I'm able to just be like, oh yeah, I played bad those games. We lost. All right, we'll move on to the next week. Let's start fresh. So, carrying the next spring. Synergy. I think there was games where even when we lost, we had phenomenal synergy. Our communication, I think it could be a little better. It's not bad, but with the 3 new players, they don't really know specifically everything that's said. They get the grasp of it, but I don't think they get the overall concept. So I think being able to learn what everyone's talking about, and like if you watch pros play, if you watch the map, they're pinging the map like nonstop. I think that's one thing we need to work on. Things I think we did good that will carry over is being able to play as a team. Even if someone gets behind, we pick them back up and we're like, hey, yeah, it's okay. You didn't do the best in lane, but you're gonna do better late game, and then it carries over, and we would win games like that. So I can't really think of anything else. Like, I think we just need to overall work on better team comps. We would pick really the same champs that we play every week, and some people would get banned out. Like, I'm pretty sure they probably banned Nairo out half the season because they saw the champions he played, or me or Seth. So widening our champ pool and broadening our team comps would be extremely helpful. And just overall playing as a team, I think would be a great increase to our efficiency as a team.
Hey everybody, it's Ethan Weber, also known as Weeby Boy, the captain of the Smash team, back here again, just to get a little quick post-season interview going. I feel like going into this year, we were more ready. It was, last year we were just kind of a ragtag team, didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into, and having that, even if it was not the best experience, just having that experience overall of getting your butt whooped, you're still going to have that idea of like, okay, we got to practice more. We got to practice online. We got to come in here and just make sure we know what we're getting ourselves into. And I think you could really see the growth from week 1, where we were getting our tails whooped, to, week 3, where we were 2-0 in people and really showing our dominance in the season and in the league. So I think that really helped just boost our confidence in a way to even just make this next season that's coming up even better. If we had one thing that we really struggled with, besides the easy answer, online, and the lag and everything, just facing different characters that you wouldn't really expect, I guess, if I'm going to be very specific. Playing a certain K rule or something that is very cheesy, we just got to be ready for that, know the matchup, and be ready to attack that and play a different game and play their game by understanding, okay, this is how they're going to move, this is how they're going to do their actions, and just react by playing smarter and working on, I guess, not playing so streamlined and being able to switch up your play style when needed.
Expect going into this year.
I think this season went extremely well. Compared to last season where we went, I think it was 0-3. We didn't win any games that last season. And coming into this year with the right mindset and being able to just take the punches as they come, going one game at a time, and really just understanding that even though if we lose one game, we're still in it, and we understood that, and that's how we made playoffs, because there were some games where I or Nick or even Piplup were like, okay, this is really tough, and we just got to come back from that. And even Tyler and Steven, they did a really good job, and I'm very proud of where we're at right now, and I only see us going up from here.
I feel like it went pretty well. I've heard about prior years, because this is my first year here, and I heard that it didn't go all too well. But this year, we made it to the playoffs. We performed really well, I feel, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. I feel like I improved a lot in my gameplay, in my skill, all thanks to my teammates, but especially to Ethan, because he was just on top of it all. He's what drove me to want to become better at the game, because he and I are at such a match skill level to the point where it's like, if I slip up, I'm gonna let him be better than me, and what I want is to be at the top. Can't let that happen. So really, we're just going at it, getting better and better each time we play each other. It's just an excel, and really, what I'm hoping is that when we come back is that we go take on the local scene and try to improve further even there. Because if we do that, we're making a good name for the school. We could bring more people in, and most importantly, we could get money. That's pretty neat.
Money.
Yeah. Honestly, it's all about matchup knowledge, because that's what really drives it. At this level, you can play anyone, but it's not going to work out if you don't know how to play against everyone. You want to know what works, what doesn't, and you really just need to have a good pool of characters too, because this scene right here is really unpredictable. So you need to be ready to whip out anyone in any situation to adapt to your weaknesses.
Overall, I would say it was a very good season for not only everybody involved from the players' perspective, but as well as, this is my first season as a director, official director, and I think everything went really well after we got it going. Like you all have heard, the Smash guys, or the League of Legends guys, almost didn't have a team. It literally came down to the last day, last hour almost, and to be able to not only make playoffs but still have a positive season. I think that was, especially with how many new players we had, I think that was a really positive sign. And then the Smash guys, they did really well. I think we placed in the top half almost. I think everybody really, Madden made playoffs even. Everybody made playoffs, which, looking back to week 1 of ECAC, where we all lost, that was kind of, for me, I thought that was going to be kind of a rough season. Everybody started 0-1, and they were pretty close matches though, all around. So it wasn't like I thought everybody was going to go winless throughout the year, but definitely, everybody starts 0-1. You kind of look at it from a perspective where they also have never won. One team league never competed at all. Smash didn't win at all last year. And then Madden, we just brought that on this year as well. So, looking at that and being able to get everybody on the same page as, start over next week, I think was a really easy task. I think everybody a part of a program was really open to criticism and open to working together and really benefiting each other as well as the program. And I think that it really showed at the end of the season, which here we are now, we're about to go on break and everything. and to take a program that has been here for 2 years but really not much done, and to be able to take them to the playoffs, to get the sponsorships that we have, the apparel that we have, and everything really popping, I think is, it's shown not only that everybody is really helpful and working together, like I've stated too many times probably at this point, that everybody within the program has made my job a lot easier because of how helpful and how open to new ideas and everything. It's coming into a new program. I think you really should, especially one with I'm now the third coach in 3 years. You kind of have a sense of how responsive is everybody going to be, and especially to change. Like for some of these kids that's been here, this is their third year within the program. What are they going to want to do differently, or are they going to listen to my ideas and my overall goal and plans for the program? I think everybody has been extremely positive and extremely helpful in that aspect, as well as when they come in here, they're ready to play, they're ready to get better as players. And then all the content that we've been doing, I think is like an added bonus to everything. Not many schools are doing content, and that's mind-blowing to me. But there's a whole another aspect of content which really, I think, helps kind of morale and everything, to be able to hang out outside of just the game realm. You get to come in here, you get to have fun, make videos. We've done trivia videos, we've got more coming. Next semester we're going to have a bunch of cool videos and everything, and that just allows everybody to kind of take a step back from the games and just kind of chill with each other as friends. And I think that's really helpful. And I think everybody's had a really good time this semester. Like I said, everybody made playoffs. I think everything is a really positive outlook for this semester, and I think hopefully we can carry that on to next semester.